वेलकम बैक गाइस टू अनदर एपिसोड ऑफ हॉगवर्ट्स लेगेसी। आज हमें जाना है या तो सेबेस्टियन के पास या तो गॉब्लिन के पास। देखते हैं भाई लॉर्ड गॉग क्या बोलता है या सेबेस्टियन क्या बोलता है। तो चलो फिर बिना किसी देरी के चलते हैं, लेकिन तुम लोग बिना किसी देरी का 1.5x पे कर दो भाई और सब्सक्राइब कर देना, लाइक कर देना, 10 सेकंड ना लगे है। चलो मिलते हैं डायरेक्ट गेम में, लेट्स गो। सेबेस्टियन का मिशन करो भाई, जल्दी से आबरा का डाबरा दे दो ना भाई। कितना तड़पाओगे और मत तड़पाओ। वो मैप दिस चल ले भाई, जल्दी जल्दी, लेट्स गो लेट्स गो। ज्यादा नाइस टू सी मत कर, समझी।
Revelio.
सेबेस्टियन आ गया भाई।
The relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her. I must find it.
भाई तू सामने खड़ा है मेरा, सामने खड़ा है भाई,
सामने
सामने खड़ा है भाई। क्या कैटाकूम वगैरह कहाँ कहाँ पहुँचा दिए भाई, ये तो बकलोल जैसा।
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so distracted by the scriptorium and Slytherin's book that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Brookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
देखो भाई, तबाही तो मचाने के बढ़िया छुप के काम कर।
See what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych.
चलो
If
चलो।
there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
The wizards will have no choice but to...
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
अच्छा बेटे,
Out for blood.
हमें जानते हम लोग कौन है।
Reminds me of the time I nearly fell out of a cart at Gringotts. I was only young, mind, but not like I'd fall out now. Lucky if I fit in one now.
The drift is totalgaming.
I feel as though I'm not alone.
हाँ को यही मौका है।
Ah, wouldn't mind a plum job at Gringotts. Suit me, sitting around all day. Mind you, I suppose it could get a bit boring.
The drift is totalgaming.
What? Up for a bit of dying, are we?
अबे खत्म कर इसको।
I shall avenge you. It was pitiful. Is that the best you could do?
Bombarder.
You won't get away with that.
Defender.
अरे भाई
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
अबे यार फालतू का पंगा वंगा ले लिए भाई तबाही मचा के बक। स्टेल्थ में जो मजा है वो कहीं और नहीं है।
Revelio.
स्टेल्थ का मजा सिर्फ स्टेल्थ में है।
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
You should know better than that by now. We've all told you before, and look what happens when you don't listen.
पहले तो इसको टपकाओ।
Petrifacus totalis.
Why, this might be the best meal I've had in years. No, I mean it. I don't think I shall need to eat again till next week.
इसको सारे सब यहाँ पे आ रहे हैं।
Petrifacus totalis.
Hello?
निकल 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 निकल।
Oi, pass that fire whiskey over here. You have to learn to share.
अरे तेरी के पीछे उछे मुड़ भाई। अब इसकी बारी।
Petrifacus totalis.
अब तेरी बारी। एक लौता तो तू ही बचा ही है भाई। खत्म।
Fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
किधर है भाई?
Revelio.
66 तो अबे एम्बुश 3 भाई साहब। एम्बुश 3 क्या होता है भाई? कुछ तो बड़े हो गए मालूम ही नहीं होता क्या है। लोल है ना।
I should tell you. Rumor is this mine was closed long ago due to an infestation of spiders.
How nice. Nothing I haven't seen before.
That's the spirit.
ओ भाई साहब स्पाइडर माइन मजा आ जाएगा भाई साहब। यही तो असली मजा है स्पाइडर माइन। पेलो पकड़ के सबको बस।
You haven't had much.
For better or for worse, we're in.
ओ
One's here.
खत्म। हे हे।
This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
लोल हो गया भाई लोग का तो।
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
आ गया स्पाइडर आने वाला। मच्चू मच्चू। ट्रंक्स का नहीं है। सॉरी सॉरी।
I know it. Not your best moments, I fear.
You're no match for me.
खत्म बेटे।
Ranrock's loyalists are in here.
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
लोल है ना, सब तो है ही बकलोल भाई। अपने को तो पैसों से मतलब है भाई, बाकी चीजें भाड़ में जाए।
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
विंगार्डियम लेवियोसा तो कर दिए भाई, इधर से ही चढ़ना है ना।
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
मागो मागो। फिर फिसले बेटा।
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
भाई साहब ये हम लोग, भाई ये साला हैरी पॉटर का जितना जमीन के ऊपर नहीं उससे ज्यादा जमीन के अंदर है। ये आइसबर्ग है क्या सब? Got it, got it.
That bridge has seen better days.
Bombard. Confront.
भाई क्या कर दिया? साला बावला हो गया है कि रिपेयर यूज करना पड़ेगा जी।
Reparo.
ए कौन सी कर लेगा रे तुम?
Bombarda. Defender.
Ringo.
Potato. Stupefy.
मोल भाई, गजब गजब बॉस। क्या हरा है भाई साहब, ये मार मार के पेटी काट दिए भाई ये लोग का, एकदम मजा आ गया भाई।
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
इधर क्या है भाई?
Would at that.
Yeah!
Have all but declared war.
रुक बेटा एक सेकेंड।
Expelliarmus. Lumos. Protego.
Lumos.
Confringo.
फिर क्या क्या है जी?
Lumos.
मकड़ी फिर से आएगी रे तुम। क्या कर लोगी रे?
Potato. Stupefy.
कर लो बेटे, जो खाड़ना खाड़ लो। हम तो भाई साला 1 शॉट किल कर रहे हैं भाई। मकड़ियों का गेम बजा रहे हैं भाई।
We've still not seen a single rune thing.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome.
We have another fight on our hands.
मजा।
I'm not surprised.
You call that spell? Get his No!
Potato.
I will make you. I won't rest till you're dead.
We're not finished yet.
It's almost as if they were waiting.
Defender. Bombarda. Potato. Stupid.
Run won't be stopped.
भाई कितने लोग आ गए?
Bombarda.
वो
Depulsor.
Run will unite.
खत्म बेटा। खत्म बेटा। तुम लोग कौन सी कर लोगे बेटा? तुम लोग को तो ऐसे ही पेल देंगे पकड़ के। इसको कौन सी हो गया? खुद का जाल में फंस गया लगता है भाई ये।
The room.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly on bravery, you know.
इन लोगों को तो भाई पेल दिए पकड़ के भाई। हालांकि हमारा 2 पोशन खर्चा हो गया, लेकिन कोई बात नहीं, मजे के चलते सब चलता है।
We can have a look around in peace.
गिरा ना।
Revelio. Confringo.
A rune symbol above the cavern door.
Ranrock
भूल गया।
never knew to look for it. Confringo.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
चल ले। Isadora. Unconscious. हाँ।
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Revelio! Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
ये क्या है ना भाई? Japan. Bastion boss.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganark was here.
She seems
Hey भाई.
everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols and ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft.
अबे वहाँ पे तो है
Let's have a
यार।
look around.
ये तो है भाई, बकवास ना करे तू। हर जगह का सॉल्यूशन हमारे दिमाग के पास है, हमारा महान दिमाग, बॉस।
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble.
क्या हो गया भाई इसको?
I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Mornweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Lord Gog, Lord Gog.
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying.
अबे ए
Unbelievable.
कुछ गड़बड़ तो नहीं हो गया? अबे आवरा का डावरा नहीं मिलेगा क्या? अबे जा साला बर्बाद। अरे अभी क्या किया जाए भाई?
Up for a bit of...
Hello, nice to meet you.
Welcome. I'm Bernard Indiai, and this is my shop. Is there anything I can help you with?
What brought you to own a shop in Feldcroft?
Beautiful place, isn't it? Although I admit I didn't choose it. It chose me. I was raised here.
टकला है तू
It's always been my home. As for the shop,
भाई क्या
I
परफेक्ट
suppose
टकला है भाई
the
ये
line of work chose me as well. I've always loved working with beasts. And my twin girls adore them. Wouldn't be surprised if they took over from me one day.
थैंक्स ब्रो
What do you sell here?
Glad you asked. I sell the finest array of beast byproducts you'll find in the entire countryside. If you don't believe me, feel free to look about. Eventually you'll return. They always do.
I'm curious to know what's happening in Feldcroft. Might you have any insight?
नहीं मिलेगा कुछ नहीं मिलेगा
A peasant goblin called Belgroth the Bludgeoner has been tormenting everyone he encounters. Feldcroft borders goblin country, but we've always lived in peace with their kind. Until recently, that is. Some claim that Belgroth and his associates are in league with Ranrock. I don't know if there's truth to it. Whatever the case, their constant meddling is devastating business. Everyone feels unsafe. It's quite serious.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned,
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
स्लिथरिन ने किया है मतलब गड़बड़ भी हो सकता है
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
भैया कैटाकुम्ब सीख लेते हैं भाई इम्पेरियो सीखना था हमें कैटाकुम्ब में घुस गए हैं भाई क्या पता क्या होगा
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Bombarder! At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Got it.
Wingardium Leviosa.
This room is taller than it looks. Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Opening all of these is tempting.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Plan to return it, but first I must ready myself.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide
नहीं है
and
भाई,
conquer.
नहीं
You
है
work
भाई.
on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant.
ठीक है भाई.
There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
समझे 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 जी.
Accio! Guardian Leviosa!
समझे जी.
Accio! Guardian Leviosa!
औरो बोन उन्हें का.
Accio!
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Guardian Leviosa!
बस बेटे. Thanks boss.
We get through.
I felt it in my...
Accio!
Nice.
चल 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 चल.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
इसको सब आता है भाई.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
Where did you learn the Imperious curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake.
सही बात है भाई.
Ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
अरे भाई साहब. एक सेकंड. सीख गए भाई.
Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
रुक जा रुक जा रुक जा.
Jingo! Jingo!
इतना जल्दी जी.
Capulso! Confringo!
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
रुक
I
जा,
try.
पहले इधर चल, इधर चल पहले। साला बड़का मकड़ा है रे इधर।
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Confringo!
Bombarda!
Here's some of these stone tablets are true rune symbols. That has to mean something.
भाई बर्बादी।
Perhaps we need to pull the handles in the order of the symbols on the tablets. Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
बस भाई अब पता चल गया ना।
Accio!
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone.
Perhaps we need to pull the handles in the order of the symbols on the tablets.
क्या?
Confringo! Revelio!
Nice.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Perhaps we need to pull the handles in the order of the symbols on the
Accio!
tablets.
एक सेकंड भाई। टैबलेट्स।
That worked. Keep going.
हैं मतलब?
Accio!
रुक जा भाई। तो डिजाइन बना हुआ है क्या? कैसे करना है? एक सेकंड भाई साहब, पहले ये फिर ये चक्रम। रुक समझे। गोल चक्कर ये गोल चक्कर ये। अच्छा समझे। गोल चक्कर ये के बाद ये फिर ये। ओहो समझे भाई। हिट
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
भाई पक्का कुछ गड़बड़ है यहाँ पे। आ गए मकड़े से।
Imperio!
हिट हिट
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
भाई साहब कितना तबाही मचाते हैं लोग। एक सेकंड के लिए ध्यान तक नहीं भटकने देते हैं भाई। ध्यान भटकेगा और ये लोग पीछे पड़ जाएंगे भाई। कभी कुछ बचा है नहीं।
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on, don't give up yet.
पहले लूट लेने तो उसके बाद गिव अप। अरे तेरे की क्या है भाई?
Sebastian, the relic! Look! Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to
क्या है
realize
भाई
the
डार्क
relic's
सैक्रिफाइस?
potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft.
भाई कुछ गड़बड़ ना हो जाए।
I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle. Is that ominous? Ominous! The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
अरे भाई
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
अबे हम लोग क्यों फंस रहे हैं भाई अबे हम लोग फंस रहे हैं अभी क्या करें सेबेस्टियन के साइड जाएं या इसके साथ ओमिनिस के साथ भाई ओमिनिस भी वो रैली क्या कर देगा भाई भाई साहब ये क्या वो इसाडोरा ने गड़बड़ ना कर दी कुछ
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
भाई साहब कैटाकॉम्स तू आ रहा है कि नहीं
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again.
इतना बड़ा जगह है भाई ये कैटाकॉम्ब
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
झाड़ू नहीं निकाल सकते तो जाएंगे कैसे मतलब दौड़ के ले जाना पड़ेगा रे काहेल दौड़वा रहे हो जी हड़वा यूज करने दो जी फेल्डक्राफ्ट में आग लग गया रे
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke over there by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
चल चल चल, फेल्डक्रॉफ्ट को बचाना पड़ेगा भाई.
There's no way to go.
An intruder! Levioso!
Bombarda.
I'm handling it! Potato! Get him with it! Stay back! Keep out the way!
चला सेंटिनल है कहाँ?
We have to fight.
Defender! That was meant for me.
I'm handling it.
I'm handling it!
खत्म. भाई साहब ये क्या हो गया भाई? ये क्या हो गया भाई? अरे इसकी बहन को क्या हो गया? इसकी बहन को क्या हो गया? नहीं 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 नहीं. भाई साहब इम्पेरियो. ओफ ओफ ओफ.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her.
पागल है क्या साला? मारेंगे दूध थाप खींच के. साला दिमाग खराब है इसका. इसके बाप को मारूंगा मैं.
To do. The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well.
भाई इसके अंकल को हम झाड़ता है साला. ऐसा ऐसा सुनाएगा ना बेटा, चमाट मारेंगे साले का. साला दांत झाड़ देंगे साला. अपना तो कुछ औकात में है नहीं इसका. बकलोली करा लो खाली दुनिया भर का इससे.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
करेंगे डिफेंड. क्या कर लोगे बाबू?
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty.
मारेंगे बेटा, तुमको खत्म कर देंगे बेटा, ये समझे?
Nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
भाई ये सेबेस्टियन का अंकल को साला जान से मार देंगे भाई, यहीं खत्म कर देंगे बेटे को। कहाँ है इसके ऊपर आबरा का डाबरा करो, आबरा का डाबरा इसी के ऊपर यूज होगा भाई, सिंपल सा बात है। अबे तेरी की ये क्या है, इतना बड़ा पत्थर था।
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I appreciate you setting our earlier discussion aside for now. Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organising her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewellery, cards, old photographs. She got to her favourite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
ओके गाइस, तो आज वीडियो रखते हैं यहीं तक। आज भाई इस सेबेस्टियन के अंकल को 4 चमाट मार के ना, इसका मुंडी पकड़ के ना, इसी को डिसेंडो करके इसको जमीन में गाड़ देना ही बेस्ट है। इस अंकल की तो ऐसी की तैसी, हमारी बहनियां मर जाती इसको फर्क नहीं पड़ता है। साला नालायक कहीं का, इसको बस अपना पड़ेगा। डार्क आर्ट यूज कर लिया, अपना औकात तो है नहीं साले बचाने का। बड़काया साला, पूरा युद्ध में तो कहीं दिख नहीं रहा था। जब गॉब्लिन अटैक किया था साला कहाँ मुँह छुपा के बैठा था। यही साला कुछ ना कुछ गड़बड़ होगा, यही बेटा गॉब्लिन से यही श्राप दिलवाया होगा, यही इसके माँ बाप को टपकाया होगा, पूरा यही हुआ होगा। इतना खच्चड़ आदमी है ना। चलो इसका देखेंगे अगले एपिसोड में क्या करेंगे। फिर तब तक के लिए भाई सब्सक्राइब कर देना, लाइक कर देना भाई, 10 सेकंड लगता है कर दो प्लीज। तब तक मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट एपिसोड में। तब तक के लिए टाटा, गुड बाय, सी यू, टेक केयर, लव यू ऑल, पीस।